Slow down, slow down.
Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I deserve to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay.
I keep doing this. I keep forgetting because I mute myself when I go to starting just so you guys don't hear all the extra stuff. And then I keep forgetting to bring it back on because for some reason starting and main are synced. I apologize. Okay. I wish there was a way you guys would tell me like ahead of time, but I guess it doesn't. It's impossible, right? Because you guys are only finding out about it like 30 seconds, 40 seconds after I've already started. Okay, so can we confirm that? Okay, I'm pretty sure by that we can confirm that you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect, perfect. So pretty much all I was saying is for for the stream before we get started, I pinned the Discord link to the chat, and you should probably join the Discord server. And I hold or at least like inform most of my viewers about my giveaways and events, especially future upcoming ones on the Discord server. So it's kind of good to have um, the Discord server. I don't do any unnecessary pings, so you don't have to be worried about those stuff. I only tag people or do like this at everyone if I'm streaming a live event or if I want to inform people about like live giveaways and stuff. So pretty much, let me just read now that we've started and hopefully everyone can hear us. I'll just read pretty much what it says. It says, "Hello people, I'll be streaming on the 21st of August to celebrate Plarium's birthday. It'll be fun and mostly chill stream, an opportunity for me to speak to you guys and get to know your stories as well as share mine with you. We also have a budget for the event. Plarium's given me 15 rewards of 500k runic coins so that I can give it to my viewers. and I have some fun activities, a bunch of quiz questions to ask you guys, and pretty much how I will be running it. As you guys can see, the event quiz, this channel is open, so anyone can post right now, but there are no questions. We can't hear you again? Wait, now I think Amber is kind of joking with me at this point. But yeah, pretty much this channel, there are no questions. I will be posting questions throughout the stream on this channel for you guys to go ahead and answer. And I urge you guys to make sure to check this channel for questions. And the way that I want you guys to answer the questions is pretty much also the same way that happened on the Vikings Dwarf Clans official quiz, or sorry, on their official server. Where is it? Okay, here it is. So pretty much we're going to do a similar style. I want everyone to edit their answers so that they could put answers of 1 to 10. We're also doing 10 questions in the same bubble, as well as type in their ID in the end, so we don't have to look for people's IDs towards the end. But I guess I could always tag you guys if you're doing it on Discord. So make sure that when we answer, you go back and edit and answer question 1, 2, 3, 4, all in the same bubble. All I hear is music. Okay, let me just double check this. Media source. Okay, let me lower this. Hopefully this helps. And my microphone is all the way to the brim, so hopefully that just resolves that issue. But yeah, pretty much same thing, same idea. We're doing 10 questions, and in the end, depending on how many people get it correct, if we have multiple correct winners, I'll probably do a re-roll or a random roll of between those people, just so that we could give everyone a fair chance, because our budget is only limited to 15 for now. And yeah, I hear you, man. Okay, perfect. Boomer can hear us. That's all we need. Okay, we're getting a few more people joining, which is great. Throughout the stream, if you have any questions, for sure, I'll try my best to answer them. I think I said everything that I need to say about the event quiz. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the other voice channels. So pretty much one of them is live voice chat, which is where I'm going to be, at least for the duration of the stream. Hopefully, so one thing that I didn't account for is if Discord is going to input your guys' audio onto the stream. I hope that that's the case. If that's not the case, I'll have to figure something out. But pretty much, as you can see, this channel is limited because I will only be able to sit here and I will drag you guys from the lobby. So for the first half of the stream, at least, I'm hoping to be able to talk to you guys. and pretty much just hear your stories, what got you into playing Vikings, how long you've been playing, what's the current clan or server that you're playing in. Hopefully, we could get to talk to each other. If that doesn't work out, honestly, I'm probably good. You know, the one thing that happened to me today that was kind of interesting was I managed to somehow get the Helheim helmet, the Beowulf helmet, which is amazing because I've been struggling so long to be able to get that helmet, and I finally got it today. So if we can't get this voice chat thingy to work, I'll probably try to read chat and just talk to you guys through chat, like the text chat on YouTube, and as well try my best to do the Helheim. Maybe I could even get 10.73 stars. So let me just catch up with the chat. We hear you. I hear you. All I hear is music. I hear you, man. I can hear you. Okay, perfect, perfect. Welcome, Piggy Plays. Welcome, Mohammed Hassan. Floki is here. Info about the gold tiles. Honestly, I don't have any info about the gold tiles that I could like just share with you. I've made a video on the previous gold tiles, and I would say if you want to get like a better understanding of what the gold tiles used to give us, that one event, I would say check out that video. I think it's like level 6 was 25 million gold that you could farm for like 6-7 hours. That's about all I remember, to be completely honest. And it just goes down a couple million per level. I think level 1 was like 2 or 3 million. Rush King says it's about damn time. Frankie's here. Hey, hello and welcome to the stream, Frankie. So what do you guys think? Should I open Vikings and first do my Helheim while reading chat, or do you guys want to do the live voice chat so we can get to talk to some people and pretty much just get to know your stories and stuff like that? Let me know in chat what do you guys want to do to begin with. Should I just do my Helheim? Is that something that you guys would be interested in seeing, or just talking about the game and everything else through the live voice chat? Is that even an option? Would you guys even be interested in like actually like talking through voice chat? Love your streams. Thank you very much. I try my best. My streams aren't really honestly the best thing ever, but I try. I try to put more effort on my videos so that they end up being more informative and concise, I would say. But the streams are just live, and it's kind of like putting people on the spot too. So Helheim is good. Okay, I think honestly, for my own sake, I think it's a little bit easier to at least. Do you want to talk about your strategy for Fury? Hey, okay, sure. My strategy for Fury. First of all, I'd be happy to hop into voice for a bit. I'm on my iPad though, so sound quality may be a bit bad. There's no worries about sound quality at all. As long as you guys are willing to talk, I'm here. I'm all ears. But Giancarlo asked a really good question. My strategy for Fury, pretty much, I'm going to sit here. If anyone wants to join the lobby and make sure that you mute the stream if you're in the lobby, so I could pull you in here so we don't get echoes. But pretty much, Giancarlo, my strategy for Fury, first of all, is setting up alarms. I set alarms throughout the day, even at night, every 3 hours, and I wake up every time. Well, at least I try. Sometimes it just gets too difficult, right? And set up hives wherever we go, regardless of the kingdom, and also set up. Piggy is here. Okay. Hello, Piggy.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, yep, I can hear you clearly.
Cool. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, just a question. Stream, can you guys also hear Piggy? Because if you guys can't hear Piggy, then it's kind of a little bit difficult. I seen you got the helmet. Congrats. Thank you, Amber. Thanks for sharing this with us. But 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So how's it going, Piggy?
It's alright. I'm just mostly at home because I've had some medical issues over the summer, so I can't do too much. But I've been playing a lot of Vikings because of that.
Yeah, makes sense. Um, so okay, before I even like get into everything, just tell
hmm
us a little bit about yourself. What got you into playing Vikings? How long you've been playing? Potentially which server you started in, and where are you right now?
Yeah,
So,
it's for me. I'm actually probably one of the youngest in my clan, so I'm only turning 18 soon.
hmm
Um, but I started playing like 4 years ago, I think. So I was really young when I started playing, which is quite unusual because obviously it's quite a pay to win game.
for
So
sure.
most young people don't pay as they're not working. But I have a job I do alongside college, so that's what I used to get my packs with. But I started in 742, I think. I played there in just one clan for about a year and a half, and then there were some real life issues with the leaders of the clan, and I was really loyal to the clan. Everyone was literally the nicest people ever. So I had to. And once the clan kind of split up because of the real life issues, and then we also had some drama with the merger we did. So it didn't go well. So the clan kind of stopped playing, and we all split up. And then I just took a break from the game because I was mainly playing to be with the clan. And then I think last year October I restarted playing and I moved to a new kingdom. I'm in 865 now.
And how are you
And
liking it there?
yeah, well, actually, we just won our first KVK, first kingdom battle, and we never win kingdom events because our kingdom's a mess. We usually have massive wars in our kingdom,
hmm
and we have a lot of dead influence. And we literally just won our first kingdom battle, so it's a big day, a big day for us.
Okay, that's amazing. And you also know that you're going to get a lot of gold from this
Yeah,
kingdom's
exactly.
battle. So you just make sure that you jump on the level 6 or 7 tiles, whichever ones they release, as soon as possible, and shield those because I mean, if your kingdom has war and stuff, you just want to make sure no one attacks those, especially because I remember from the last time it was like 25 million T7s on just to collect that amount of gold. So
Yeah, well, actually, because we had a big Russian clan that we were at war with a few months ago, but then we merged to try and get rid of a clan which was holding pop, the place of power, but wasn't actually scoring anything for kingdom events. So that's why we were losing everything because they were like 15 trillion but not scoring anything. So we merged with them to get rid of them. And we did actually, but our playstyles didn't really match with the Russian clan, so we ended up splitting and they got quite annoyed at us and left the kingdom. But they came back a few weeks ago to try to take over. So we were at war with them, but actually we were managing to hold the place of power from them, and then we just won our first kingdom battle while trying to work together. So I think peace might be an option now.
yeah, it's really funny that you say this because I would say I mean, in my first kingdom ever, we also had this split between the English speaking. We weren't all like American, but like English speaking and Russian speaking clan. Um, and it wasn't working out because obviously like 3 billion or something influence at that point was big, and our kingdom was just like a little bit. I would say it was split because we couldn't like focus on the same targets. We couldn't hit bigger players. It was just like a mess. So we decided to merge with them, and then somehow the merge didn't work out. They left, and then they left alts in our server that the alts grew up to be bigger. It was just it was I would say um, that brings me to a point where I would say that's why I think the if the game has some sort of translation, it would just make it so much easier because if both sides understand each other and are able to like even like barely interpret what the other side's saying, it could take away from a lot of difficulties that we face. But I hear you honestly, like because I feel like that happens in almost every server, and
Yeah,
it's funny.
actually, no, go on.
No, no, I was just gonna say it's funny that it happened in like a later server like that because I mean, our server was 205, and this is like 5 years ago, and something similar happened. So it's just crazy that it would happen like in an older server too.
Yeah, and we had actually, well, not we didn't actually end up merging with them, but back in 742 when I was playing. I was like 3.5 years ago. I think it was quite a while ago. But in there, we were also fighting against another Russian clan in the place of power. But they were actually really respectful, and we didn't end up merging with them. But they were actually pretty cool people, and we ended up using translators, but talking to them. So it sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't. But yeah, translator would definitely help because we also there was a German clan in our kingdom as well who we tried merging with, and they were all really nice. We got on well, but a lot of them had to leave and move back because they just struggled understanding what we're talking about.
For sure. So I know this, but just for the sake of the stream, also get into a little bit of more details of what is your troop types, what is your mentality behind the troops that you decided to work on, and a little bit about like how the knowledge with regards to like, I don't know, buildings, levels of your buildings, research and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm a siege player. I also play scouts, but for my main troops, I only play siege. I don't have any other troop types. And actually, it's I didn't actually think about combat at all when I chose siege, because back when I started, I was only like a couple of billion influence. Obviously, back 3-4 years ago, that was not as small as it is today. And I remember actually when we were one of the first 100 clans to hit 1 trillion influence, and at that time, that was massive for a clan.
It was.
And I remember back then, I think the biggest player when I quit, Björn Recht, he's the biggest player influence-wise. He was at 1 trillion when I stopped playing. So influence sizes have really changed things.
For sure.
But no, I picked Siege just because of the capacity, because I saw it has the most carrying capacity, and back then I didn't really fight much. I just yielded. So that's why I picked Siege, and it kind of stuck with me. And regarding my buildings, I'm Palace 39. But actually, I've been saving up gold, and I actually did win I won the quiz giveaway on the main server, on the official server as well. So I got just enough gold with that to push me to the limits. The next clan battle, I'm going to Palace 40.
That's amazing. And with regards to like, since we're doing also, what the seasonal store, how have you been doing? Like, have you been able to get enough to buy the skins, or you're just being picky on which skins actually good for yourself and not buying other ones that you don't really use?
Yeah, honestly, I don't play enough to max every event. So for the ghost events and invader events, I can't get to the last runic checkpoint every time. I usually just get the first 2 coin checkpoints. And with I obviously, because I'm still in college and I don't have a full-time job, I can't afford as many packs as others can. So I have to be careful with how many troops I use. So I can't always max every Jotunheim checkpoint. But I've gotten the second town skin. So from the last season, I couldn't afford to get the first one, and I also got the trapper skin. So I've just been mostly saving up. And I also needed to get some gold nuggets, because for Palace 36 and 37, I did quite a lot with normal boosters and soul shards, not gold.
That's amazing.
But no, I'm at 1 million coins now, so I think I'll be able to get the new town skin. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, the new one is I mean, it's something that I'm gonna go for sure, because it gives the scout bonus. I think not having it makes it difficult to play scouts in the future, at least for a while.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what I would notice with because the new hero skin, that's for siege.
It is.
And obviously, I'm a siege player, but I've been speaking to some people who have done a lot of tests on the museum skin versus the trapper skin, and they have noticed that even during an attack where the trapper skin would technically be better based off the percentages, the museum skin does better most of the time.
Yeah.
And that, I think, my theory behind that is because the museum skin is all like offense against specific tiers or specific troop types. I think they stack those stats separately from main offense and main defense or whatever it is. So the game kind of applies them differently. Like with the 35% development boosters, they do much more than a normal 35% upgrade would do. I think that's the similar case. So I'm not sure how good the hero skin would be worth, how much good it would be compared to the museum skin.
Yeah, okay. I would honestly, I had this discussion yesterday with a really good friend of mine. He is in Ret, so I know for a fact he already bought the skins. He was testing it out, and I think one thing that we decided to agree on was with regards to the new skin. at least it would make sense if you're going on a tile fight and you get a siege versus siege. Having the skin just gives you the advantage of killing the other person's siege, right? So you get the extra
Yeah.
bonus if they don't have the siege, or even if they do have the skin, it would just give you the extra bonus on attack when you're attacking them. So I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
with regards to like which skin you should keep, I would say that the museum skin is just way more versatile than any other skin in the game at this point. And I honestly don't see the new skin replacing, because I'm also Siege, and I
Yeah.
honestly don't see myself replacing the new town skin, or sorry, the new hero skin with the museum one. And I think for a fact I'm going to buy it. It's just that I'm probably not going to use it unless like I get into that specific scenario where it's my siege versus someone else on a tile.
You know, I definitely agree with that. Like, if I'd have more coins, I probably would get it, because with the extra 35% offense against Siege, it it's probably the best skin you can use when you're up against Siege. But for example, when you're like attacking an enemy fort, it's going to have a lot of troop types, so the museum skin is going to be much better.
Yeah.
And with me, but I can't obviously get everything in the store every time, so I probably will just go for the skin and the town skin, and then save
Sure.
whatever coins I have for the next one.
So I also like peeped over at the YouTube comments section or live.
Of upgrades in the Oracle. So,
Mhm.
so there are certain things which stack separately or in a different way. So not like an additive way, but a multiplying way, like she said. And I
Correct.
think offense against specific tiers and troop types works that way. Or maybe because it just stacks separately. And with all your normal offense, you have like thousands% of worth of boosts, and going from, let's say, 4,000% to 4,050%, you would notice much less of a change than from going from 200% to 250%.
For sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something that I would say is something some newer players would probably struggle with.
Yeah.
And it's just like something that you can't really explain, and that's why it's important. Like if someone asks me, for example, what town on your hero, what gems do you use? I always explain to people that, for example, like the gems that I use is because I tested it on so many different scenarios, and I figured that this gem layout works for me based on my siege, based on my research, and I always change it around just so that I could get like the most optimal amount of points, so I can make my troops as strong as possible, but not like just like overpowered it with offense or overpower it with like health. It doesn't work like that, and that's like something that people need to also try to figure out, that in this game it also makes sense sometimes to test things out. It trial and error almost never fails in this game, because
Definitely.
the basis of the game is pretty much just trial and error to get the perfect thing that works for your case. And I was always telling this to people. It's like you could set up in a way that works perfectly, and then change your clan or change the number of people that are joining onslaughts, and that just ruins it for you. It changes the whole scenario. So it also makes sense to talk to your clanmates with regards to this stuff, so that you guys can get like a full layout going. So depending on what your clanmates run, you could run something that also accompanies or helps them out, but also like in the same sense helps your own troops.
Yeah, you're definitely right with that, and in a way, it is really annoying how unclear the game is about how the stats work. But I do also like it, because it means that for people who invest the time to test it and actually spend time thinking over it, rather than just going in brainlessly and throwing whatever they want to on their gear, it gives the people who invest the time and think about it an advantage, in the sense that they know what's the best to use, what gems, as you said, because they spend time testing it out, and what boosts and everything.
Really impressed. Really good, I would say, mentality. If the games were meant to be super simple and everyone was going to max everything and have the perfect stats, best stats possible, then honestly, how would we even be able to play? So that's why, like, I was a little bit, honestly, myself, I was a little bit sad about the game when there were no updates, because I was maxed and I felt for a point, at least for a while, that there's nothing that I can do to separate myself from any other person that's maxed. But now with the new updates, I'm not even fully maxed with the new updates, and I feel so much more different, because like my mentality on how I want to go ahead with my updates and my way of thinking is going to be different from every other person. And now we have
Yeah,
6 different choices. So
yeah,
everyone's
that's
going to do something that like works out for them, depending on how much they want to spend, whether it's time or it's money. So, it just creates that sense of being able to separate yourself from other people. And that's what brought me into the game to begin with. So that's something that make the game more interesting for me. And sometimes I get a little bit sad when I hear some people saying that those changes makes it difficult for them or they want to quit because of it. At the end of the day, the game is designed in a way where everyone has to play um, for their own good and with their own style. So there isn't really one complete style, and I like that you're a young person. You're almost like really close to my age. I started also playing when I was like 16, 17. So not too far of a like age difference, but I would say
mm,
like your mentality at least is really good, because I would say people that are older than us, even though like you would think they are much more patient in the game, they lose their patience. They just want to be maxed out. They just want to be the best, strongest possible players, and it just makes it difficult for them.
yeah. Even though it is a very pay to win game, so obviously you can't progress fully if you don't pay. But you, I've seen many people who spend hundreds, like £500. Obviously, I'm from the UK, so
Yeah,
I'm talking pounds, but spend £500 every month, but still are nowhere near as strong as someone who spends £100 a month, but spends it smartly and uses the things they get from the packs in a smarter way. So
for sure.
even though it is pay to win, you can still be much smarter about the money you can budget onto the game.
100%. 100%. All
And
right.
also, yeah, what you said with the updates, I definitely agree with that, because even though the new update obviously is very expensive and it will take ages to actually max out, but I'd get bored personally if there wasn't anything to upgrade,
For
because
sure.
even though it's like, oh, okay, you're maxed, I'm the strongest and everything, it's just I obviously enjoy the fighting part of the game, but as we've talked, I really enjoy testing things and figuring out the best way to move forward in the development side of it as well. And if you're maxed, you can't really do that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for actually taking the call. We have Alpagu here waiting to join, so I will let you go and ask
Mm-hmm.
Alpagu to join, but really appreciate it. I hope that other people who are watching the stream also want to share a little bit and just jump in and talk to me. But yeah, you had the courage to be the first person, so I really appreciate it. And if there's anything else you want to say to the stream or myself, go ahead. But then if not, I'll pull in Alpagu and have a chat with him.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. I also used to do YouTube as well, so I've done lots of streams. So I was kind of used to it, so that's right.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Amazing.
no, thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too.
All right. Hello, Alpagu. If you are here, let's have a chat. Okay, unfortunately. Oh, 1 second. Friends. Okay, we have no response from Alpago. He might be AFK, so I'm going to put him back into the lobby. And for everyone that's on the stream, we are going to be doing the first question to the birthday quiz. I'm going to post it on the event quiz page. So make sure you pull up Discord right now, and I will be posting the question in a few seconds. So here is the question. And one thing that I want to say, the questions aren't really that easy. So I guess they're not also like one word answers. So you got to be as detailed as possible. This one's going to be a little bit of an easier question, but as we go lower gradually, I'll make the questions a little bit more difficult to get answers to. So you have to log into the game, search around, find stuff to, well, find the correct answers. So pretty much the first question is, and let me read this. In CVC, you're winning the place of power category. stronghold category, and total kills category. The enemy is winning the invaders or resource category, training category, and influence category. What is one more category that you could try to capture to change the scores from 3 to 3 to 4 to 3? So if you have the answer to this question, what I want you to do is pretty much just say, for example, number one, whoops, you just got to say, for example, like number one, blah, 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 whatever the answer is. And well, make sure you put the number and write your answer. So for example, whatever the answer is, and you put that in here with the number. So make sure you put the number here. And honestly, if you don't even put the number, actually, it doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, this is perfect. Just put the number and put whatever the answer is as detailed as possible. Make sure you put the number so that it makes it easier. And I would like for everyone to edit their answers in the end so that they have 1 to 10 all the way down. But in between these questions, we could also make sure that, you know, once we put the question, there is going to be enough chance for everyone to answer so that the questions don't get hidden. And I will actually pin these questions so that they stay for anyone else that comes later into the stream. All you have to do is click at the top here or click at the pinned messages here, and you'll be able to see them and you can answer them. And I will leave the event quiz channel open until towards the end of the stream. I will close the channel at the end of the stream just so that all the people who are participating actively in the stream have a chance to win versus people who just show up later on. So just to make it fair for everyone. And to catch up with chat, it says, after you buy a ticket, you will get a mail where you can find a copy of your digital ticket. After that, you need to open a ticket to Plarium support. Yeah, I think it's open until October. So for people that want to buy the museum skin, you still have time until October to get it. You just, for example, for me, it was impossible to get it because I don't have a European credit card, and for some reason the American ones weren't getting accepted, so it just wouldn't work for me. I had to ask a friend to buy it for me, and yeah, so I got it through a friend. Number one, town battles. Nicholas, if you're listening to the stream, make sure you leave your answers on the Discord. I'm doing all the answers through the Discord channel just so that everyone gets a fair chance to participate. Fulcrum says, I'll add a number next time for sure. Or you could edit it. It's fine. You could put them all in one list. I will try my best to make sure everyone's answers get picked. I would appreciate if everyone puts them in a list though. Charlotte says, haha, I've got plenty to throw around at you. Also feel free to call me Wolfie. Feels okay. She's talking to Piggy. Kill enemy on towns or resource locations. Okay. Lol, I get that. I've been playing with a guy for 4 years now. Told him my most personal issues, yet I still don't actually know his real name. Jesus. Can I modify my answers? Yes. So pretty much all you have to do is, for example, click here and then click edit, and then you change whatever you need to change. So let me remove this. I don't know what this is. And just paste it. And it's edited. Question 1. Okay, perfect. So you know what? I might actually accept answers on both the stream and the Discord channel. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to get through. But yeah. We will have 15 winners. And each person can get up to, well, each person can get 500k Luna coins. And I guess since we're not getting much other people in the lobby for now, I'm pretty much just going to mute myself and pull up Vikings so that we could play the Helheim, potentially for a chance to get the 10.7 done, which would be amazing.
Sink down in emotions, feel like I never did before.
Sure, Charlotte. That's completely fine. No worries. No worries. No worries. That's also fine. That works. You could leave your answers both on the stream and Discord, and I'll try my best. Just make sure if you leave your answers on the stream to at least with one of them leave your ID so I could try my best to find you. Yeah, Tagpa, if you could just type in the answers or copy your previous message and leave it with the same ID so that it just makes it a little bit easier for me. And as usual with my internet, the game is not loading up. All right, so oh, this isn't good. I would have to stop the game. Okay, never mind. We can't do the game. My internet's just terrible. Question 1. Is bad to the bone in my server? Okay. I'm not sure if he actually put it there, but let's check. Oh no, the answer isn't here. Please leave your answers on the... Is that here? No, I'll tag you there. The stream is lagging a lot. Yeah, I had to close the game. I apologize. My internet's just terrible, so I can't actually play the game at the moment. I'm not sure where to post the answers. So pretty much once you join the Discord server, you have to scroll all the way down to Vikings birthday, and there is a channel where I have the questions up here, and the answers will be posted down here. Perfect. So I can remove this. Also, you could leave the answers on the live chat of the stream with your ID, ideally. If you could leave your ID with your answers in the live chat, so I don't have to look for the ID on like 100 different messages. If that works for you, it'd be perfect. Should we post the game ID too? Honestly, if you're leaving it on Discord, you could do it all in the end. Ideally, yes, please. And if you're leaving it on the YouTube channel, 100%, so that I don't have to look through multiple answers to get the ID. But I'm going to do, I would say 5 more minutes, and I'll post question number 2 so that we could move as quickly as possible, maybe less than 5 minutes. But I see some more people still typing, so just to give people a chance to answer this question. And always, if you look through the pinned messages, you could always find other questions. So you don't have to just answer question number 2. If that's the only one you see, there's going to be 10 different questions. So make sure you try to answer all questions. So as soon as Hawks answers this question, I will probably post question number 2 on the channel. How many questions will there be? Just wondering, as I gotta go practice my driving as I'm learning to drive soon. There will be 10 questions. And honestly, I was gonna close the channel at the end of the stream. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, there will be 10 questions. You don't have to answer all 10. It just depends on which questions you got right. If you get them right, then there will be a draw, and I will pick the 15 winners, and each one of them will win up to 500k unicorns. So Hawks posted her answer. We could go up to question number 2. I'll post that right now. And as I said, like, the questions aren't going to be super simple to answer. They'll need you to do some investigation or some movement in the game, just so that you'll be able to get the answers right. So question number 2, list all invaders that drop the opal gems. So do whatever you have to do Why does this keep happening? Do whatever you have to do to get the answers right. But yeah, make sure you put all of them, all invaders. So if you're missing one, there's a good chance that you probably not be picked for this question. Make sure you get all of the invaders that drop the opal gems. Make sure you do your research, get all of them right. I don't want only one of them. Okay, that was super fast. It's almost like he memorized which one of them drops it, but maybe there's a way to find the answers, and I don't know. Okay. So we go until 11, I would say 11:45-ish, 11:50-ish for this question number 2. So list all of the invaders that drop the opal gems. If you think this is the correct answer, then by all means, you could try to copy it, but maybe it's wrong. Make sure you double check all of this so that you get the answers right. Let the copy paste start now. Yeah, there's nothing we can do against it, but just make sure that you get the answers right. There are going to be more difficult questions that I think copy and paste will kind of be difficult for them. But by all means, if you think it's correct. With 10 questions, will it take a long time with this speed? Yeah, it will, but we're doing like like a question every 3 minutes or so, so we're not completely going to take like forever, but yeah. I'm just trying to give everyone a chance to post their answers. Yes, I refreshed my answer. So can we have chance to win 2 prizes? No, each person can only win 1 prize. So we're gonna have 15 different winners. It can't be the same person winning multiple times. Do we write a new answer? Yes. Or edit the first answer. It's completely up to you. If you want, you could edit the first answer or leave a different answer for number 2. Ideally, I would like for everyone to do what Alpagu did here and pretty much just put both answers in one and then edit this and put it in number 2, in number 3, in number 4, number 5 as we go along. But if you put something like this and you put the number, or even this is acceptable, if you put the number, then it would be perfect. Put the number here, it'd be perfect. So that we know that this is your answer for number 2, and then so on and so forth. So 11:47, I will probably release question number 3 so that we could answer that one and hopefully try our best to finish. Some of the questions are going to need a little bit of research, as I said. So make sure you leave the game open and try your best to, look around and solve the riddles if there are riddles. New answer for each next question. Adding the question number in front of your answer, yeah, what Fulcrum said is 100% correct and acceptable. It's up to you if you want to pair them as you wish, as you want. As long as you get the answers right, it doesn't really make a difference if you put them separately or together. So as we're doing this, I'm just going to send one message. Right. Yeah. And for those of you that want to leave your answers on the YouTube channel, by all means, leave either all your answers or each answer separately. Just make sure you leave your ID somewhere there so I could find it for sure. All right. So question number 3, and we're going to post that in a couple seconds. Let me just grab that question. And we'll wait for Horsey to finish answering, and then we could get question number 3 up. Oh, we got a few more people typing, so I'm just going to give everyone a chance to type their answers, and then once those are in, we'll go to question number 3, just so that we don't overwhelm everyone. And in the meanwhile, let me read chat. Tugba put her answer there. Perfect. It has her ID or his ID. I apologize. I shouldn't. And Yes, thank you, Bree. If you could also leave your ID towards the end, that'd be perfect. All right, so question number three, and here is question number three. So, if you complete Helheim floor 6, node 5 successfully and receive a boost, which of the three boosts would it be? Oh, some people apparently were posting in the wrong chat. No worries, no worries. It's completely fine. So, question number three, if you complete Helheim floor 6, node 5 successfully and receive a boost, what boost would that be? And this is a relatively quick, easy question to find. For some people, you might have to go ahead and just do Helheim, but you know, do whatever gets you the right answers. Completely fine. And also, if you miss one of the questions from earlier up top, no worries. You could always post those answers still. Or you could put all your answers at once in the end, completely fine, whichever works for you. So go ahead and do that. And if you're leaving it on the stream as well, just make sure you leave your answers on the stream. Correct number in front of them. Hopefully you just write the number of the question and eventually put your ID with it. And also, if there's anyone else that would like to jump into a voice chat, I'm still available. I would love to talk to you guys and get to know your stories. Hopefully we can get the stream to, you know, be a little bit more fun and engaging. We had a really good conversation with Piggy. I'd appreciate anyone else that wants to share and open up for sure. Okay, so since this question was relatively easy, let's just give everyone one more minute, and we could go to question number number 4 in a bit. And I guess question number 4 is also easy. You know, when I was writing this stuff, I was kind of like thinking to myself, I should make them a little bit difficult. And I thought I did, but I guess like now that I'm looking at the questions, they aren't as difficult as I thought they would be. So Alex N, please write in front of the answer the question number, which is question number 3, as well as your ID with the answers. It would be perfect. Hello, hello and welcome to the stream, Alex. Good luck with the quiz. Hopefully you can get the right answers. If you want, you could join the Discord and put your answers there. If not, you could leave them on the live chat. That was also acceptable. How do I know what question 1 or 2 are? I already missed them. Okay, good question. So that's why I was saying people should join the Discord server. But question 1 is, and I'll read this for those that missed. Question 1, in CVC, you're winning the place of power category, stronghold category, and total kills category. The enemy is winning the invaders category, which is invaders and resources, training category, and influence category. What is one more category that you could try to capture to change the scores from 3-3 to 4-3? That is question number 1. Question number 2 is, let me find it. List all invaders that drop the opal gems. And for those of you that are joining us now, question number 3 is, if you complete Helheim Lore 6, Node 5 successfully and receive a boost, which one would it be? All right, so, and let's move on to question number 4. Let me paste that over here. And question number 4 is, at which palace level can you start to earn the Bifrost achievement? Which is somewhat of an easy question, to be completely fair. So for those of you that are missing answers, I would highly suggest joining the Discord server so you could read the questions, and we'll probably leave the channel open for a bit longer than the end of the stream, just so everyone gets a chance to put all their answers here. But pretty much, at which palace level can you start to earn? Okay, perfect. I have her ID, that's correct. Can you start to earn the Bifrost achievement? For sure. I love your streams, Hound. You're so good at keeping your audience engaged, and you always come up with fun activities for us. Thank you very much, Boomer. I really appreciate that, for sure. Boomer, when I did my 36-hour stream, it was so hard to do that towards the end. Yeah, I once wanted to do a 48-hour stream, but the Plarium contact talked me out of it. They said it was kind of a difficult challenge to pull. I honestly was thinking of doing it, but like looking at how my internet is terribly right now, I honestly don't think I would have been able to do it. But I mean, back then, my internet was much more smooth, so it was not that difficult to do it. I would honestly like to do a 48-hour stream. It's just so difficult to, unless I do a 48-hour Fury stream, it would just be so difficult. I'll probably have to sleep on stream, or not sleep at all, and in the end, I'll just be a moving corpse. So, just to give everyone a chance to answer, and also give everyone who's just joining us a chance to get the questions again, if you're answering through YouTube, I'll read this and post question number 5 as soon as we're done. Question number 1, in CVC, oh, this is much easier, actually, I should do this. There we go, this is much easier. Okay, let me just scroll all the way back down so that we can see other people's answers as they come in. Question number 1, in CVC, you're winning the place of power category, stronghold category, and total kills category. The enemy is winning the invaders or resource category, training category, and influence category. What is one more category that you could try to capture